lesson I want you to learn is it doesn't matter what you look like. You could be tall or short, or fat or thin, or ugly, or handsome, like your father. You could be black or yellow or white. It doesn't matter. What does matter is the size of your heart and the strength of your character.
In 2020, at the beginning of the pandemic, a global uproar occurred in compliance with Black Lives Matter. The people were tired of being silenced and by any means was willing to be heard. So they took to the streets and protested. Some looted and rioted and even burned buildings because they were frustrated. During this time, I wrote a spoken word piece titled #BlackLivesMatter and hoped someone would listen. It is now 2 years post everything, and I want to remind the world today during Black History Month to not treat this movement as only a social media post, but to remember the penance that many have paid for this society. Don't let the words I speak today settle like dust on the ground, but use it and take the mantle and forge a path for the next generation.
Racism did not start today, yesterday, or when we started to be killed. It started when we were in shackles trying to rebuild. You say freedom is our right, but every day we have to fight, fearing that we will not see our loved ones make it through the night. All lives matter is what you scream. So you're trying to tell me black people are not part of the team? How can you support a system that does not support you? When you turn your back on it, now they want to help you. See, we've got this all wrong. We need to take a step back, if not for ourselves, but for the children who are trying to make a comeback. Black Lives Matter is not only a hashtag, it is a lifestyle. Do not let it fade away because it's not in style. You don't want to speak up when it's time to be heard, but you make the most noise when he, she, or me say a word. You cannot depend on your parents or even those you see as role models to fight this fight for you, because in a few short years they will not be here with you. Don't be mad because I just told you a fact. Let it be your wake-up call to help fight back. Giving up is easy. Staying down is easier. But getting up is proof that life could get better. Martin Luther King marched for this some years ago. He had a dream that one day this would be aired out. But we are still here fighting for change using Malcolm X tactics, hoping that law enforcement would see the importance of burning these matches. You killed one man. And a woman too. George Floyd was his name. Breonna Taylor is hers too. Don't be mad because your crimes are coming to light. Teach your children the difference of what's wrong and what's right. Did you hear the names that were called earlier? Those were just two. There are so much more. Here's just a few. Tony McDade, Trayvon Martin, Ahmaud Arbery, Mike Brown, Tamir Rice, Philando Castile. Oh, you thought I was finished? Here's the rest. Do you see the problem? Those were the ones that were reported. Imagine those that wasn't even recorded. We will never know if the cops don't speak up. Change only starts when you rise up. The protesting, looting, and rioting was done for a reason. The people are tired of being treated like they're only here for a season. Rubber bullets, mace, and smoke bombs you threw. You threw it in their faces when they were walking past you. Trained cops, they are called. You are supposed to help the people stand tall, but you shoved them, pushed them, and threw them down like they were rag dolls. Civilians are supposed to remain calm when a gun is in their face, but you killed them because you felt you weren't safe. You see, feelings can get the best of us, especially when it comes to a topic of such. Did you know that America is only made up of 13% of us? The minority cannot do this on its own. You must take the mantle and help us because we are alone. Did you hear what I said? The majority must join the minority to help fight against the highest authority. Listen, don't get it twisted. White privilege exists. If you choose to deny me, you are dismissed. Do you see the oppression we feel every day? You wouldn't know it because you never asked if you're okay. You have become the oppressor without even knowing it. Silence is compliance, so stop being ignorant. You take your sign and you write your piece, but remember when you're protesting, you're marching for the few to be a part of the many. We may look different and we may not be of the same accord, Children helping their mothers not get arrested is what you should be fighting for. So listen up closely, especially for those in the back. If you didn't hear me, here's a recap. Racism did not start today, yesterday, or when we started to be killed. It started when we were in shackles trying to rebuild. You say freedom is our right, but every day we have to fight, fearing that we will not see our loved ones make it through the night. All lives matter is what you scream. So you trying to tell me black people are not part of the team? How can you support a system that does not support you? When you turn your back on it, now they want to help you. See, we've got this all wrong. We need to take a step back. If not for ourselves, but for the children who are trying to make a comeback. We may not be the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Black lives I support it.